Yeah, buddy. We are here live today with my man. First of all, Pete Peterson with Dream Huge Realty, and my man, local rock star legend, the one and only Jake Wolfe.
How you doing, man?
Good. How are you, Jake?
Good, man.
Good. Hey, thanks for jumping on here with us. Hey, we don't always talk about real estate. We love to talk with other huge dreamers in the community, right?
Yeah.
People like you, business folks, other real estate investors, artists, philanthropists, you name it. People that have huge dreams, and in your case, rock and roll dreams. I love it. So, hey guys, we're going to have a quick few questions for Jake here, and then we might treat you with a little song here at the end, if you stay tuned. So how about 5 questions for Jake Wolfe? Are you ready, sir?
I'm ready.
You're on the hot seat. Are you, with all the coronavirus shutdown, we've all been cooped up a little bit, especially you rock stars. Are you ready to get out and play some rock and roll again soon?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there's only like so much you can do at your house before you're like, I want to be in front of a live audience.
Right. Especially someone like you, who I swear has the most energy on stage I have ever seen. I mean, he gets to rocking, you guys, if you haven't been out to see him. That hair gets to flying, and I'm telling you, you go back here from, you're sitting at the back, at the bar, just kind of leaning against the bar, and you start going off, and all of a sudden, before you know it, you're right up front, like, yeah!
I try to get people into it.
It's a true story, man. We love your energy up there. Not to mention just awesome technique and just a great guitarist. So let's take it back a little bit. Who originally inspired you, and how did you get started in rock and roll music?
Probably the first recollection of rock music was when I was 2. I had watched Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park.
Wow.
From
Okay.
the 70s movie,
Sure.
made for TV, the really cheesy one.
Yeah.
I thought they were like superheroes.
Yeah.
And then my parents noticed that I was starting to like hum the songs and stuff. So then for Christmas they started getting Kiss stuff, and then my first time actually playing, I got this cheap, I think I was like 7 years old, I got this cheap plastic guitar with a mic, and then like you had a little speaker for it.
Yeah.
You could only plug one in at a time, so you either had to sing or you had to play guitar.
Nice.
And I decided I was Paul Stanley.
Paul Stanley,
Yep.
That's when it came to fruition.
Yeah.
The magic combination of the caricatures that are Kiss, like you said, they're you thought they were superheroes or some otherworldly beings.
Yep.
And just so happened they played rock and roll music.
They played rock music, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, I idolized Paul's moves on stage, but then it was Ace's guitar work that I was like, ooh, this sounds cool.
Yeah.
So then I got my first guitar when I was young, but I was not into taking lessons. And then I picked it back up when I was like 16, 17, really seriously.
Okay.
And then just been at it ever since.
Yeah, a funny story I always think about with you is you told me you was playing and practicing one night and you fell asleep with your face on the guitar.
Yep.
Well, somebody called you, woke you up, and says, "Hey, let's go out. You want to go out tonight and do whatever?" And you said, "Sure, let's go." Well, you looked up in the mirror and you had a guitar
I
string.
had 6 strings indexed
Yes.
on my face.
That, folks, right there. You know about the old 10,000 hour rule, right? If you do anything for 10,000 hours, you can master it. Yep. So that's what it takes. If you're thinking about playing guitar out there,
Fall asleep
have
with
you passed out on your guitar? Have you played it and practiced that much? This man has. That's why he's one of the best.
Let's say
So,
that.
so Ace Frehley, no doubt. Okay, and so you got started and you really picked that guitar up and kind of ran with it from there. Let's talk about currently. What bands and or projects are you currently in? That means a lot. He's busy.
I'm in Trust. Been in Trust for a while now. I got another band going. It's like a 70s, 80s type band called Valhalla. We're starting to play out. Well, we were starting to before this whole pandemic started. And then I fell in for the band Billy Morrison Sunset Strip. And then I have my own original band that's starting to come along there.
So wow, that's a lot. So Billy and the Sunset Strip. That's Billy from Warrant. You were telling me.
Yeah.
That is crazy. You guys know the band Warrant, right? So he is jamming with multinational acts, right, as well as locally. And I know Trust is probably your main project. Can we say that?
Yeah,
Or
right now.
most playing out.
Yeah.
So where can we find Trust online?
Man, they got there's 50 like pages. I'm not even
Somewhere
kidding.
on Facebook.
We always
type in Trust.
Yeah, we always lose the password, so we just make a new one.
Hey, you might be onto something.
Right?
That's like ninja marketing right there.
But I mean, if you want to find it, I think the one now is Trust with a capital T, lowercase RUS, and then a capital T.
Okay. All right. We'll check that out on Facebook. That's the best way to book you and get a hold of you guys. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So we're talking about Warrant. Why don't you just tell the folks some of the bands that you've opened up for? Some of these huge acts. I mean, it's super impressive to me.
Let's see. Open for Bisto Blanco. That one was really fun. That's got Alice Cooper's daughter Calico in it, and then his
wow.
bass player Chuck Garrick. Everybody in that band was super nice. Sebastian Bach, he was really cool. Wednesday 13. It's been a few.
Sebastian Bach, Skid Row.
Yeah, from Skid Row.
Yeah. Cinderella.
We were supposed to open up for Tom Kiefer, but I guess he got sick right before.
Okay.
That was when I was in Viper, and he canceled last minute. So then we just ended up headlining the show ourselves.
I was always impressed by the ability you had to book, Cleveland, Columbus shows, the Agora, with Alrosa Villa, book shows and open for huge acts. And what type of advice could you give to local bands or artists? I don't know if you want to give away your secrets. How do you get those gigs? How do you get in touch with those club owners? How do you follow up? What's the best practice?
Basically, what I started doing was you'd find the clubs that they're working at. 9 times out of 10, it's this pay-to-play type thing. You have to sell tickets.
Mm-hmm.
You're always gonna have to do that, but eventually, if you do a couple shows like that, you'll start making friends with the people in the venue, and then eventually they give you tickets. You don't really have to sell them, and then you already have a spot on there. So I mean, if you're good and you can bring a crowd to start with, and you're not super egotistical with them,
Mm-hmm.
they'll eventually just start throwing you on shows. I've had a few people hit me up to play shows and stuff. The whole Tom Kiefer thing, actually, since he canceled, they asked, and we kept playing, they asked us if we wanted to play with Bam Margera at the St. Patrick's Day party then too.
Oh wow.
So we weren't super rude about him canceling. We were like, yeah, we'll still go ahead and play. And then they're like, cool, you guys are good.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put you on this show as well.
Build those relationships. Yeah. And so the other key thing I took out of that is, young groups out there, young bands, don't be afraid to pay to play to get your foot in the door, right? Don't be afraid to get out there and sell those tickets just to get started.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's how it is nowadays. Most of the time, if you want to get into a newer audience, because I mean, it's hard to get people to come out and see an original band nowadays.
Yeah.
So if you're going with somebody that they know, Sebastian Bach, Tom Kiefer, anything like that, they're gonna watch you, especially if it's in a smaller club venue, and then you can just, that person will be like, oh, this is good. Tell a friend the next time you're in there, and then you just start building it up that way.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's the formula, kids. Write it down. Thank you, Jake. All right, last question. When we talk about dreaming huge, this man has a dream huge mentality. That's what we're all about, is cherish your visions and your dreams as they are the children of your soul, the blueprints of your ultimate achievements, okay? So, talking about dreaming huge, tell us, Jake, what is your dream gig? Who are you playing with? What's the venue? Curious.
Honestly, my dream gig, it's probably never going to happen since they're on their last tour, but just open it up for Kiss.
Okay.
That's been my dream ever since I started playing.
We're going back to the Kiss train.
Yep.
What about just playing with Kiss?
I don't know if I'd be able to do that. It would be like the Wayne's World. I'm not
Like blasphemous, right.
But no, that would be cool. Just because being a longtime Kiss fan like that, I mean, if you get a chance to open up for him, like that's it.
And you got to meet Ace.
Yeah, got to meet Ace.
Yeah.
He was a super, super cool dude.
That's good to hear. A lot of times they say when you meet your idols, you have a big letdown, but Ace was a pretty cool dude.
Yeah, it was funny because I thought that when I first met him. I thought he was going to be like this real, me kind of guy. Because they had you stand in line and you were just kind of being ushered in there, sign your stuff, take a picture, you're out. But I noticed nobody was really talking to him. They'd be like, hey, good show, blah, 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 blah. So then when I went in there, I was like, how you doing, buddy?
Right.
Good show. But then I ended up asking him like we started getting into the set list, and I was like, yeah, you played something from almost every genre like album that you were in except for your last 2 solo albums. And he took note of that, and we started talking about that set list and stuff.
Cool.
And then his camera guy was like, hey, we're gonna get the next guy to come in. He's like, hold on, I'm having a conversation. I'm like, oh,
Nice. Some extra bonus time.
yeah. It was a good time. But yeah, super nice guy. Definitely will hope to meet him again.
Yeah. Now, can you make your guitar shoot off like a machine gun and shoot fireworks and stuff like that too? Like Ace does?
Yeah, but it's probably going to hurt me in the process. Get about like 50 bottle rockets and just light them all there.
Right, yeah. We work something. Maybe that'll be on the next video. Yeah, that one will get lots of views.
Yeah, just have to hide like the bottle of alcohol. Give us the intuition to do it.
All right, we're gonna try a little tune here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jake and I jammed for a little bit. I used to play some music and still do when I can when I'm not busy doing real estate. So we're gonna give you a little tune. Hopefully, my terrible singing doesn't botch over your awesome guitar playing.
Oh no, it's gonna. You're singing.
Even right out.
Robert Plant couldn't even hold it up.
Okay, all right.
You ready?
Right. Yeah. So thank you for watching, everybody. Pete Peterson with Dream Huge Realty, Mr. Jake Wolfe. We'll take it out on this. Sing along if you know it. She got smiles that it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories where everything was as fresh as the bright blue sky. Now and then when I see her face, she takes me away to that special place, and if I stay out too long, probably break down and cry. Whoa, 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 sweet child of mine. Whoa, 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 sweet love of mine. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. We'll see you next time. Keep on rocking.